What is up, YouTube? US Coin Collector here, back again with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys part 2 of how to identify your United States coins, which is going to run you guys through 20-cent pieces through your half dollars. So we're going to start off with the 20-cent piece. These are the most one of the most sought after US coins, as it is the shortest lived US coin. They were minted between 1875 and 1876. And they were approved in 1877 and 1878, but they are extremely rare. When you find these coins, they are typically in low grade, such as VG8 and G4, and they'll run you $100 and upwards. You really can't find these coins for underneath $100. When you do, if they're non-cleaned, I recommend you buy them. It does have almost the exact same features as a seeded coin, but the one main difference is if you look on the reverse of this coin, the eagle is different. The eagle is facing the right, whereas if you look on the seeded coin, the eagle is facing the left. So that is the main way to tell the two apart if you couldn't verify it by the size or just by looking at it. Just look on the reverse. It will also say 20-cent piece versus quarter, but either way, just look on the reverse. The eagle's facing the right on the 20-cent piece versus the eagle facing the left on the quarter. And if there is a mint mark on the coin, it would be right underneath the tail feathers of the eagle, or the legs of the eagle, excuse me. This one does have a San Francisco, or an S mint mark, right above the Y, if you guys can see that in 20. Let's see if I can get that on camera. There it is. Alright, next coin's a seeded quarter. These guys are pretty easy to find in low grade. And if you do find them in low grade, it's going to typically run you about $10 to $15. Not too much. If there is a mint mark, it would be right underneath the eagle's legs on the branch. This one does have a mint mark. This has a CC. You guys can see that for Carson City. And there are a couple key dates in the series. Nice coins. Alright. Also, a good way to tell the grade apart is of a fine and a VG8 is by looking at the shield. The shield's visible, it's most likely a G. If there's letters on the shield, it's a fine. So most of the letters on the shield, it's a fine and upwards. Alright, here's a Barber quarter. Let me center it for you guys. So Barber quarter. These are very easy to find, but if you find them for junk silver prices, get as many as you can because they are rare for junk silver prices. But in low grade, such as AG or G4, if you can find them for $6, that is a good deal. There are a couple key dates in the series, and a good way to tell if it's fine or above, or fine or lower, is a fine coin would have all the letters of Liberty visible, even though if they are very, very worn out. And if there is a mint mark, it would be right underneath the eagle's tail feathers, and this one does have a mint mark. There is an O. Okay, next coin is a Standing Liberty quarter. Again, you can also find these for junk silver prices. I would get some if I were you. It's a good investment, just as the Barber quarters to get for junk silver prices. I would just stick away from the Washington quarters because those are very common. So take these coins as junk silver prices over the Washington quarters, and they would be in low grade. And a good way to tell if it is a VG8 mainly or higher is if the date's clearly visible. If there is a mint mark, it would be right next to the star on the bottom. This one does not have a mint mark as it is a Philadelphia coin, but if there was a mint mark, you would see a letter right there. These coins typically run $4 up, depending on condition. Here's one of the most common silver United States coins. This is a Washington quarter. Any of these coins minted before 1965, so 1964 and before, are 90% silver. Also, if you look on the edge, if there's no copper reading, it is a silver coin, unless it's a mint error where they forgot to put the copper in it or something like that. If there's a mint mark, be underneath the wreath, right above the R and E in quarter, so right there. And you can find these in BU condition, uncirculated AU condition, such as these, for junk silver. And there are also key dates in the series that you can find. It is a fun set to put together. The Standing Liberty quarter, there are key dates in the series. So 1924 and before, any year before that. So 1917 through 1924, they are all key dates or more expensive dates, and then any year after 1924 are common except for the 27 Denver and 27S, which are key dates. Next up are half dollars. Now they made the half dollars in draped bust, flowing hair, but I do not have those as they are very expensive, so I'm going to be showing you guys. This is a caped bust. This is 1835. These you can find for $50 and up in low grade, and they are very nice coins to acquire. Next type of coin is a seated Liberty half dollar. This here is an 1877S. You can find these for about $15 and up in decent shape, such as G4 and over. If there is a mint mark on the coin, to be right underneath the arrows on the eagle's feet. This one does have an S right there. Next type of coins are Barber half dollar. Again, same thing as the Barber quarter. You can find these for junk silver prices. Get them. And if there's a mint mark right under the eagle's tail feathers here, this one does have a D for Denver. And there are key dates in the series. Next type of coins, a Walking Liberty half dollar. These were minted between 1917 and 1947, and there are a couple key dates in the series, most notably the 1921. And if there is a mint mark, it'd be right there. This one does have an S for San Francisco. You can find these for junk silver prices at about $8 and up. Next type of coin is a Ben Franklin half dollar. Find these for junk silver prices. These are not rare at all. Rarest coin in the set is 1955 Philadelphia, and those are very common to acquire. Even in mint state grades such as this, they are very easy to find. If there was a mint mark, it'd be right above the bell right there. And the last type of coin is a Kennedy half dollar. 1964 or 90% silver, 1965 through 1970 or 40% silver. The 1970s were, I believe, proof, so they are hard to find. And any year after 1970 are clad unless there are proof silver coins. But if there is a mint mark on the 64 coin, it would be right there under the eagle's talon. So that is that. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on part 3 of how to identify your United States coinage.